10-year-old Milan absolutely hated waiting for anything. Waiting for the school bus, waiting for his birthday, even waiting for a video game to load drove him crazy. He was a boy built for speed, always restless, always in a hurry. His grandfather Dayu was the complete opposite. Dayu moved like a slow, meandering river. He was calm, deliberate, and endlessly patient. Milan loved his grandfather, but he just couldn't understand him. How could anyone be so ... slow? One sunny afternoon, Dayu called Milan into his dusty little workshop. The room smelled of old wood, metal polish, and time itself. On the workbench lay a beautiful but broken antique pocket watch. Its silver case was tarnished, and its hands were frozen. "Milan, my boy," Dayu said, his voice as gentle as the ticking that was absent from the watch. "I need your sharp eyes and steady hands to help me bring this old friend back to life." Milan groaned internally. This was going to take forever. But he couldn't say no to Dayu. Reluctantly, he pulled up a stool. Dayu handed him a tiny screwdriver and a pair of tweezers. "We'll start with this little gear here," he explained. Milan squinted, trying to maneuver the minuscule screw. His fingers felt clumsy and huge. The gear wouldn't budge. He tried again, a little more forcefully. The tweezers slipped, sending a tiny spring flying across the bench. "Arg, this is impossible," Milan snapped, slamming his hand down. He was frustrated, and his face was turning red. Dayu simply smiled, a warm, knowing smile. He picked up the spring with effortless grace. "Patience, little one," he said softly. "When you hurry, everything becomes impossible. But when you breathe, the world slows down with you." He placed his weathered hand over Milan's small one, guiding his movements. "Look," Dayu whispered, "each part, no matter how small, has a purpose. They all need to work together. You can't force them. You have to understand them." They worked for what felt like an eternity to Milan. Dayu explained the function of every lever, every spring, every jewel. He showed Milan how to clean each piece with care, how to oil the mechanism with a single, perfect drop. Slowly, something inside Milan started to shift. The frantic energy in his chest began to quiet down. He started to breathe in rhythm with the gentle sounds of the workshop. His hands, once clumsy, became steadier. He was no longer fighting the watch. He was working with it. The tiny, intricate world inside the casing became a fascinating puzzle, not a frustrating chore. Finally, after hours that had somehow flown by, the last piece clicked into place. Dayu carefully wound the small knob on top. There was a moment of absolute silence, and then a soft, rhythmic sound. Tick, tock, tick. Milan's eyes widened, and a huge grin spread across his face. "It's working. I did it. We did it," he exclaimed, his voice filled with pure, unadulterated joy. He couldn't believe it. He, impatient Milan, had actually fixed something that required so much patience. Dayu chuckled warmly and placed the ticking watch into Milan's palm. It felt warm and alive. "This watch, Milan, is a lot like life," Dayu said, his eyes twinkling. If you rush it, if you force it, it breaks. But if you take your time, if you breathe, if you learn to appreciate every small moment, it works beautifully. From that day on, Milan was different. He wasn't suddenly a new person, but the restless fire inside him now had a gentle warmth. Years went by. Milan faced tough school exams, the pressure of choosing a career, and the many challenges of growing up. And through it all, he kept that old pocket watch on his desk. It was always there, its soft, steady ticking, a constant reminder of that afternoon in the workshop. It was a reminder of his grandfather's voice, whispering across time. Breathe, my boy. Just breathe. Everything will work. That little watch didn't just tell time. It taught Milan how to live in it. It's amazing how the most valuable lessons often come from the quietest moments, isn't it? Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a like and subscribe for more stories that make you think. See you next time.